Do you know about the foster care system? You know, like child services? If you've been in it or know about it, or you're in it right now, I've had foster parents, I've had caseworkers and therapists. I had those bi-weekly meetings with my dad that only lasted about an hour or two. So if you've been in the system at all, I encourage you to watch this video. I went into the foster care system twice. First reason was private. I'm just not going to talk about that part. But the second reason, the second time we went in, was because me and my sister and my family went homeless. We were sleeping on couches, and my dad didn't want us living life like that. So we went back into the system. My first year in the system, I was in 12 different homes, including an orphanage. Now that was really difficult because I had no idea what was going on. Things constantly shifted. I was in new schools every month. But fortunately, my sister and I got to stay together the whole time. And for those of you who don't know, in the foster care system, being stuck together is way better. Too often, families get separated. At this time, the system moved us so much that my dad often had no idea where we were, which is not good. We saw therapists twice a month, and some months I would get to visit my dad. The system tried really hard to take us away from our dad. But to us, family means everything. My dad never gave up and earned us back. And for those of you who know what that's like, that day when you finally reunite is like magic. Now, I grew up without a mom. She passed away when I was about 6 years old. One of my biggest memories with her is having a spaghetti fight in our kitchen in Maryland. But ever since she passed, my dad took up the role of doing his best every day to take care of us, while also going through the grieving process of losing his partner. The way he always stepped up and never gave up on us is an extreme inspiration in my life. He's the reason I never give up and I always pursue forward. Now I want to talk about the second year I was in the foster care system. At this time, we lived in New Jersey, and unfortunately, our house got infested with bedbugs. We lived in a condo where the neighbor moved in and brought a bunch of furniture from the street, and it infested the entire place. Now, unfortunately, one thing led to another, and we ended up having to leave that place immediately. And from then on, we were sleeping on my dad's friends' couches. Me, my sister, and my dad. Now, at this point, we had just gotten our car. We were biking to the grocery store and walking everywhere. But my dad couldn't stand seeing us sleeping on couches every night. And with how tough the situation was, and again, he works hard, 12-hour days, he was barely able to find another place to stay. So unfortunately, at that time, we had to get back into the system so he could get back on his feet so he could take care of us. And I'm telling you, my father's a hardworking man. He's my biggest inspiration in life. I've seen this man hurt so much from working that he had to tie a hammer to his hand. Tape a hammer to his hand, just to finish working that day so he could get paid. Anyways, we ended up in the system for another year after this, with a family in New Jersey. Of course, I'm not going to say their names, but I was extraordinarily unhappy with this family. And again, me and my sister were together, going from the loving, accepting family that I'm from, to this ridiculously strict and overpowering couple. They were retired, they didn't work, and they took in a bunch of foster children. Now me, I was one of those kids that was bullied a lot in school, so I learned to not really care what people thought of me. But this family I was staying with wanted me to wear only name brand stuff. They said, you need to impress everybody else in school. And when I told them I don't really care what people think anymore, they said, stop lying. Yes, you do. They wouldn't let me put my hands in my pockets because they said people would judge me for it. I lived a whole year with this family, and they even started to try and adopt us. Now, me and my sister, we love our dad. And at this point, he was finally back on his feet, making things happen. Now, there's a moral to this story, so thank you for making it this far. But anyways, me and my sister turned down the adoption every single time they came at us, which was like 3 or 4 times. And my dad eventually won us back. Now again, the stories are much deeper than that, but I have experienced it. And I've had therapists tell me that I should be depressed, that I should hate my life, that I should feel like the world is against me. I lost my mom. I've been homeless. I lived in foster care for 2 years, separated from my family. I've been bullied my whole life. I traveled to so many different schools. I have very few long-term friends. I was teased, bullied, and insecure most of my life. But you know what? Now, I live my dream life. I make content on the internet full-time. I travel in this trailer with a beautiful woman by my side. I got 3 beautiful pets. My dream dog, her dream dog, and a beautiful cat because we love cats. At the end of the day, the past does not define you. What you've gone through are just experiences. You cannot control everything that happens in your life, but you can control how you react to them. Even as recent as 4 months ago, I was eating out of church boxes because I couldn't afford to go to the grocery store. And listen, I'm not here to complain about it. I'm only telling you this because I can relate. You're never going to be handed anything in life. We are creators. We create this experience and our life. And life does happen to us, for us. You can evolve and adapt, or you can crumble. But the crazy thing is you have a choice. Adapt and overcome. Your circumstances and your past do not define you. Your choices, your actions, and your habits define your character. You can do anything, so keep pushing forward. And if you made it this far in the video, please don't forget to like, comment, favorite, and share this. The hope is that this story reaches the right people that need to hear it. And with your help, it can reach more people. Anyways, with all that said, stay awesome, and all love.